Hello everyone and welcome to a new Let's Play. I am going to play Hattrick and I hope you guys will join me for that. So what is Hattrick? Well, Hattrick is a massive online multiplayer browser-based game where you take control of a football team in the role of its manager. Now that might seem like a simple task, but Hattrick is actually extremely complicated. And I am hoping in part that this Let's Play will make me slightly better at it, and hopefully I can achieve something with you guys watching over my back. Now, Hattrick is awesome and is the only, I would say, football manager. Yeah, it's the only football manager that I like because it lets you interact with hundreds and thousands of other people. I am actually not a fan of football either, so it's a challenge for me. But I like managing my own football team. So let's get on with it. Now, I wondered how I should proceed from now because the game, as I mentioned, is quite complicated. So I'm going to take it in steps. I'm going to skip over some parts and we will later on get back to them, in other parts where I am going to talk more about how this thing works. And I would also welcome if you had any questions, you post them in the comments so we can get into a discussion about this game. For those of you who actually know this game, please, for God's sake, share your wisdom because this game is quite complicated as it is. And I played it for numerous months, but I had a long pause, so I might have forgotten some things, and I was never really that good in it. Okay, enough talk. When you start Hattrick, well actually, let's start talking about the actual game. When you start Hattrick, you become part of the game and you are given a random team in your country. You can sign up for a different country, but for obvious reasons, the Hattrick managers or the Hattrick owners like you to play in your country. With that said, for me that country is Czech Republic, obviously, and it will take a couple things from you to, I'd say, go here with me and play the game with me. Now, the currency is in Czech crowns, which means that every numbers that I'm going to throw around will be in our local currency. Czech crowns are pretty easy to calculate. If you want to have it as easy as it can get, just understand that €1 is about 25 Czech crowns and $1 is 20 Czech crowns. That way you should orient yourself in the numbers. Second of all, there will be a lot of Czech names because, I got a Czech football team. But the community in Czech Republic is quite big. There's about 8,000 players right now in Czech Republic. So we shouldn't really feel bad about playing here. And we should be able to have many interesting moments in the game. Okay, let's start. First of all, I'm going to show you my team. I signed for Taje Vysočany, which is a team based on the place where I'm living, which is Vysočany district in Prague. We're also located in the capital city of Prague. And we are in the lowest division, which is the 6th division in the game. Now, there is 294 or more parts of the 6th division, so trust me, there's a lot to be had. The season is about to start. There were no matches yet. We are located here, right in the middle, and as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other player-controlled teams, plus 3 teams that are not controlled by anyone. They are AI teams. If anyone joins the game throughout the season, they can take one of these teams. They can do it even now. It's up to the random generator which team they will get. They can also then rename them and play as they want. But we had the opportunity to join right when the season is about to start, which is good. Of course, our task is to get as fast as possible out of this division. I would like to win this season, but we shall see if I'm able to. There will be numerous matches where we can see how we're doing, and I think that the first 2 teams go up from the 6th division. Maybe it's 3 though, but I think it's 2. And if we manage to win, we are going to get a huge money bonus. So I would like to be number 1 or, you know, number 2 if I can't choose my fate. Yeah, this is the season we are going to play. Other than that, the important parts are the players, the matches. There's a cup going right now. We are a member of the cup, but we are playing against Hellmasters, which are in the 2nd division. So we will get bitch slapped so hard, we are going to fall right into the 7th division, which is not even existing. That's how bad it's going to be. So we can forget the cup for now, but maybe next season we can actually fight someone and have at least a bit of chance. Well, not to win the cup, but to actually be in the cup and have fun in the cup. We have a stadium, which is kind of nice. I called it Vysočanská Arena, which is basically arena of Vysočany. We have 12,000 space. We have 12,000 seats there. 8,000 of which are bleachers. Then there's some for basic seating and seats on the roof. Later on, we are going to extend this stadium, but not for now. There will be like 2,000 people coming for each of the match, so no trouble. Apart from the stadium and the players and the cups and stuff, we also should look into the fans. At this point, we have only 100 members of our fan base. They are content, which is good. Their numbers will hopefully grow as we become bigger and more, I would say, more skilled. But their numbers can also decrease and they can get very angry with you. So it's better to win your cups or somehow appease them. There are several things or strategic ways you can do that. They're important because they always come to your matches. And at the end of every season, they pay the seasonal fee. So they're quite a good source of income. Apart from fans, there's also sponsors who are people who decided to sponsor your team. Now, these guys are very important, and depending on how you perform during the season, they will help you or not. Now, at this point, we started with 2 million Czech crowns, and we gained 7 million Czech crowns in the managerial license, which is basically a tutorial. For each of these steps, you gain a bonus. But trust me, the game is not as easy as you might think. Basically, this is just a startup boost, so you can set up things the way you like. Later on, we will be okay if we have a balanced budget, especially in around the 5th and 4th division, if we manage to get there even. So ignore these amounts, and you should already see that, for example, for renaming our stadium, we paid about 160,000 Czech crowns alone, so it's not as easy as you might think. Okay, with that all covered, let me show you the players. These are our players. We have 18 of them at this point. What a bunch of ugly folks. None of them are especially good, but some are passable, I would say. Each player has 7 primary statistics. There are also secondary statistics, which I will cover in about a second. There's a keeper statistic, which of course you understand is useful for a goalie. Then there's defending, which is also important for a goalie. It's a secondary statistic for a goalie, but also for anyone who is defending. And you know, you can never go wrong with a defending skill. Even an attacker can have or benefit from his defending skill. Playmaking is quite important in the center. Winger, of course, that's a good thing in the wing. Passing, everyone can use passing. Scoring is actually shooting on an enemy goalie. And set pieces, that's for penalties and starting kicks and stuff like that. Now you can see that each has a statistic. This is our highest marked player. His name is Aleš Němec. His total skill index is 2,360 at this point. So this is the highest one we have. I'm paying him 14,800 Czech crowns. He's 22 years old and is in solid form, passable stamina, has poor experience though and inadequate leadership, but has a divine loyalty. Loyalty is something that we will get to later on. But basically, the longer you have the player in your team, the more loyal he is and the better he plays. For divine loyalty, I think we get +1 to every skill. So he's actually even slightly better than that. Sorry, I had something on my glasses. Now, with these guys set, I'm going to make a lot of changes, and we are going to look into these players later on when they have somehow performed. I've already set a match for them, so we'll look closer at them later on. I just wanted to say that the way, let me show you this way, it's going to be better. We have a match set with the Hellmasters match. So I have already set the strategy for that game, and it didn't work very well, I can see. So this is default, send orders. Okay, now we should be fine. Cool. So what I did there was I asked my trainer, or he's a coach. So my coach, to suggest the ideal lineup, as this is going to be a match with the Hellmasters, the cup match, where we have no way of winning. I'm gonna give them the team attitude of play it cool. That means that if we lose, there's no biggie, nobody gets pissed, everybody plays it cool, and we will actually have fun more than try to win. That can improve the overall team mood, and it can improve, it improves the mood, so your players play better together and they're happier. So let me just send it now again, because I don't want them to stress about losing this match. Now, with that said, what I wanted to show you here was this. We have this guy in, he's our goalkeeper. We have him as our goalkeeper. He's Ondřej Lanoch. You can see that he has a very nice skills, passable keeper, and set pieces. I would also like him to be a better defender, but, you know, goalkeeping or the keeper skill is the best or most important for the goalkeeper. Others, you know, we don't have to care about them that much. But the game gets complicated here. You can set different strategies. You can, for example, put this guy in the center and have free play as a center defense. But the interesting thing is that the game simulates the matches in a pretty complicated way. So, for example, this guy has no keeping, but he has high defending and playmaking. Which is good because those are important for center defense. But you can see that he always has nice passing, and the game will actually take that into consideration. And there might be situations in the game where even his winger and scoring can come into play. So you can never neglect any skill. Of course, the most important skills for each of these players are set. So for example, for these guys it's wing, for this guy also playmaking, for this one defending, for these guys scoring. But you know, even a guy who has primary scoring will make use of his defending or playmaking at some point. I know this might be a bit weird, but that's how it works. Well, actually it's not weird, that's how it works in real football as well, I think. Pardon me. So this is the setup for the first cup match. We are going to get raped. There's no way in which we aren't, but I'm just gonna go with it. Meanwhile, after this match is done, we are going to look at how the match went, because we'll have statistics and our players will get some rating, and that way we will know who is better, who is worse. But I want to show you a bit how the rating after the game has ended looks like. We can see that in our match which we had with the Bukmacherzy or Bukmacherzy team. This was a setup match so that you can see how your team played. This is our team. You can see that Zaremba and Novotny are quite good. They are very skilled attackers or forward players. While our weakness is probably the left defense. We had only 3.5 stars there, and our goalkeeper is not as good either. This is the statistics where you can see there were 3 goals and there was a yellow card, and also other things happened. Rating details, yeah, our midfield was poor. Central attack was weak, inadequate, passable. No, but we're not doing that bad. And here is the report, which is kind of interesting to read. I kind of like it. You can run it even on your phone. So sometimes when I'm bored, I just have it set up on my phone and watch the match take place. You can see what the alignment was, how it started, what happened on the field. They gave us a goal in the 20th minute. Then there was scoring 30 more minutes. Then it was 1-1, and the first half ended as 1-1, and they were slightly stronger with 52% possession of the ball. The best player of our game was František Novotný, which should be the guy. Actually, no, this guy is awful, but he played really good match. Well, but this was just a startup match. It didn't matter. Okay, it's just to show you, which is why I'm talking about it right now. We won't be doing more with that. Last thing that I want to show you for now is the training. So this is our coach, Vladislav Samohil. He has a passable coaching skill and is neither attack nor defense minded. He's a nasty fellow who is balanced and upright. You can always open the statistics to see his agreeability is nasty fellow, so he's making our players hate him. He is balanced and upright. I think upright is, yeah, in the middle. He's actually not doing anything wrong with that. The team spirit is composed and decent. See, so team spirit is composed and team confidence is decent. After that match with the Hellmakers, it's probably going to drop to poor because we are going to lose it like 10-0 or something. But as I said, to play it cool, it shouldn't be such an impact. We want these to increase. We want our players to be happy. Now, I have set the training to defending, so all of our players will train defending, and we have 15% out of our training share devoted to stamina, so they will increase their stamina. Now, the training level is only 90%, because if you set it to 100, you have very high chance of players actually getting hurt during the training because they get too strained. And also, I think that too high training level lowers your team spirit, so I don't like that, and we don't have that much to do, you know. Also, a very important thing is formation experience. We are playing the 4-4-2. We're excellent with that. The rest is poor. But if we decided to switch to a different formation, we can gain experience here. I don't think that there's that many. Well, actually, our formation experience can get even better. I wasn't aware of that. There's formidable and outstanding, so we can get better. We can get better. So yeah, that's all for now. We are approaching our first match with the Hellmakers, where we're gonna get awfully beaten, but it doesn't matter. We are members of the 6th division now. There's nothing to be ashamed of losing against a team from the 2nd division. And at this point, I'm gonna just hang out, chill, get some information on my players, maybe even try to get some new players to boost our team, reform it, And soon we will be getting into the series. So yeah, the season is about to start. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first video. I'll be making periodical updates, same as with my Airline Sim Let's Play. And hopefully many of you will join me and give me advice. And maybe if you guys want, you can start playing as well, and we can sometimes meet. We can play a friend if you want, or two. So till then, you guys take care.